Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements. We're making some progress on the rig build. I got the Gen 2 in position, basically where it's gonna go. I took the base of the Gen 2 off, okay? Inverted it here, attached my manifold to it. It's got some holes already pre-cut into it where I'm gonna run my hoses through to the back, and that should be a pretty clean, pretty slick setup for this year. I like that. My goal today is to get a little bit of plumbing done. It's supposed to be like 45 degrees today, and we're looking at 60 tomorrow. So my goal is to get water plumbed to this power washer today. I've got my hose here. This is the spa hose we're gonna use. Already attached to the tank way up in the back there. I'm sure you can't see, or maybe you can, way in there to the tank. Okay, and we're gonna put this in line up in there. Okay, so this is spa hose is going to go to this end. We got a ball valve here to turn it on and off. We got the nice banjo filter, and then this goes to the power washer. Okay, on the end here is a drain. Okay, last year I used this, I took it off and I put a 1/2-inch fitting in here, and this was my wash station. Also acts as the ability to back flush the filter, so you don't have to take it out constantly and clean it if you can just flush it out. So I'm going to do that again this year. Okay, but in an attempt to try a new type of winterizing, I'm going to try to put that on there, and then I'm going to attach a 1/2-inch line, and then I'm going to attach a Schrader valve. This is going to thread right in there. It's nice and tight, and then I'm going to put a hose clamp on it, and then I'm going to be able to turn this valve off, apply air here, and blow my system out. That's the theory. We're going to give that a try today, so that we can quickly winterize, because it's still February. We're going to be washing in March. We're going to be winterizing like every friggin' night, and it's a pain in the behind. So I need to find out a faster way to do it. We're going to try this. So again, it puts pressure in here. That valve is off, forces the air up through the power washer, up through my system, should blow out my power wash hose and everything. But first step is to get this plumbed, and we're going to show you how we're doing that. All right, so here's a little cold weather hack for you. You go boil some water, okay? Get yourself a nice thermos. Put your hose into the boiling water. If you don't want to use a heat gun, or you don't have a heat gun, softens it up a little bit, leave it in there for 20-30 seconds or so, and it makes it go on the nipple much easier. I got all of the spa hose up in there plumbed. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm making my air bleeder hose now. So when I get that all done, I'll show you what we've done up in there, and we'll just let that soften up for another 30 seconds or so. We'll be good to go. Okay, that's done, and we're gonna put it into practice in just a little while. And I made it just right so it fits right up in there, reasonably clean. And let me show you the plumbing in the back. Spa hose right to the machine, about a foot worth of length to the banjo. Here's the fitting for the drain. We can undo this and put the plug in there later in the season if we want, but what I'm probably gonna do is disconnect the air when it warms up and just put a little valve on the end so I have a hand washing station. And then we have the on and off here. This one moves a little bit hard, but that's my on and off for the water. So obviously we're gonna turn that off, and then we'll be able to compress air into here and blow out the pump, blow out the reel. That's the idea. I'm going to hook up my fuel now and my bypass line, and then we're gonna get some water in here and see if we can't fire this machine up. Oh, I couldn't get the camera. I didn't get the camera. I'm sorry about that. I should have shown you guys the first hookup on the Flow Pro. We engaged it up on the tank there with a wire strap for now. I got this bypass mounted, Flow Pro mounted, just wired it up. Went and took my remote out of the glove box, hit rinse, and it engaged and turned on my dead battery. No problem. So I'm very happy about that. One step closer to running some water through here today. All right, we got all of our wiring taken care of. I got the machine wired in, Flow Pro wired in, reels, fuse panel, everything good to go. And I'm going to try to turn this machine on. I'm not going to crank it because I'm not quite ready for that yet. No fuel, but I want to see. Oh yeah. What am I showing you? There you go. Hour meter. That's on. Shouldn't be anything else on. Sweet, I have power. All right, let's push the button again. Sweet, that's it. Okay, here goes. I'm very nervous, first time firing this thing. Hopefully I've plumbed everything correctly. I've got my tank with about 5 or 6 gallons of fuel in it. I ran the hose around behind the tanks there, along the cage, under the frame up to here. I'm probably gonna tuck this in a little bit better. We got 3/4 of a tank of water hooked up to the battery, which has not been charged since the fall of last year. And we're gonna turn it, see, we'll put the choke on first, turn it on. We got power, and let's see. Of course we gotta, oh, there goes the fuel. I was gonna say, of course we gotta pump fuel, and there it is. Oh yeah. We got water, baby. And she's running. That's beautiful. Real happy about that. Now, so I don't destroy my lawn over here, I'm gonna hook a short whip line up to this with a gun with the M5 and see how it sprays. All right, we got the 4-foot whip line on there with the Suttner gun with the M5. That's the gun from last year with the swivel already on it. And we'll try to fire it up again here. See what happens. You see I'm bypassing. Yeah, I ran my bypass on right onto the ground for now. So I want to see what it's doing before I put it in the tank. That's nice. No kick. Sweet. That's it for today. Pretty happy with the progress. Flow Pro in line, plumbing in line. Machine is wired and running. I put a little cap over the exhaust for tonight. It is raining now, so I'm done for the day. Stopped at the sign shop. Got new lettering coming in on Friday for the tailgate, and we're good to go. Catch you guys tomorrow.